Welcome back to the Courtside Queen, where I give you all of the news and updates that are happening both on and off the court. If you love content like this, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into all of the things that happened in round number one, and then let's talk about what direction we're moving in for round two of Wimbledon. Wimbledon round one gave us everything that we could handle. All of the upsets, all of the drama, all of the shock and awe that we could handle. Round one proved to everyone just how much time, surface, and conditions actually matter. In these first 2 days of Wimbledon that encompassed round one, the temperature was in the 90s, and that is unexpected and extremely uncommon for Wimbledon. And on day one, especially, we saw that become a factor in a lot of these matches. For example, Ons Jabeur had to withdraw from her match, and I believe it was strictly based on the heat. And we saw a couple of people actually go down for what seemed like heat-related withdrawals. But also on day one, we saw top 10 seeds go down just because they were outplayed. Daniil Medvedev and Holger Rune both went out in battles in their first round matches. Other men's seeds that went out unexpectedly: Berrettini, Cerundolo, Popyrin, Griekspoor. And on the women's side, we saw Badosa go out early. We saw Madison Keys get pushed to 3 sets in a tight match. And we saw Jasmine Paolini also get pushed to 3 sets. The day ended with number 5 seed Taylor Fritz getting pushed to a 5th set that had to be pushed over into day 2. And let's not forget number 2 player in the world, Carlos Alcaraz, getting pushed to 5 sets in an epic battle with Fabio Fognini. And just when we thought it couldn't get any more interesting, along came day 2. In day 2, we lost the number 3 seeds on both the men's and the women's side. Jessica Pagula was the first one to go out, and she was my pick for the entire tournament. Later on in the day, we saw number 3 seed Alexander Zverev go down to Rinderknecht in another epic 5-set battle. But we also surprisingly lost Zhang, number 5 seed on the women's side. And I think the biggest surprise of them all is number 2 seed and French Open winner Coco Gauff. Now, granted, the seeds that went down in day 2, they all went down to quality players that we expected to do well, but you never expect those top seeds to go out of any tournament in only the first round. As I said on my last video, if Pagula went out early, I was going to have to make a second pick. I'm not quite ready to do that yet. However, I gave 5 possibilities in my last video on who I thought had the potential to win this on the women's side. And my alternate is definitely going to come from the remaining 4 people in that list. Very rarely do I like to see huge upsets in these tournaments. However, all of these matches are so good, and I have to watch them so that I can report on them to you. So I always watch every single match that I can. And it's time for us to talk about the popcorn matches that are coming up for round 2. I'm not going to take these matches in any kind of order because some of them will be played on Wednesday and some of them will be played on Thursday, but they're all going to be round 2 matches. So you'll need to jot them down or make mental note of what I say so that you can know which matches are the popcorn matches. If you remember the popcorn matches that I listed out for round 1, the majority of them were absolutely popcorn matches. They were the ones that you wanted to see. And then there were some that I did not list that wound up becoming popcorn matches. So here's my picks on the popcorn matches for round number 2. Raducanu, Vondrousova. Now, Raducanu is a former US Open champion, extremely good player, especially on grass. And she will be up against former Wimbledon champ Vondrousova. We talked about Vondrousova the other day. She's actually one of the 4 remaining people that I said could potentially win this whole thing. This match is going to be extremely interesting. It is going to be, I believe, a 3-setter, and the winner of this match is going to go on to play Aryna Sabalenka if she can get through her second round match against Bouzkova. I believe that the Fernandez Siegemund match is going to be another popcorn match. Both of these players have different styles of play. However, they're both really, really exciting. Both of them move around quickly around the court. One is younger, one is older. And I think that this match is definitely going to be one that you want to pay attention to. Madison Keys and Danilovic. Danilovic is a very interesting player. I believe that she is a Serbian player, and she has been moving herself up the ranks lately. Madison Keys, she struggled in her first round match. She's actually in that 4 remaining people that I said could potentially win this whole thing. But I think that this match is going to be a really, really good one. This may also go 3 sets or a long 2 sets. This is going to be one that I will be watching. I highly suggest you do too. I think it's going to be very interesting. And honestly, it could go either way. Just really quick, Amanda Anisimova is also in that list of 4 people that I said that could win the whole thing. I actually had her first round match against Putintseva as a popcorn match. It ended up not being a popcorn match. Anisimova won 6-love, 6-love, which is so crazy. And I never expected that to happen. So with her looking like that on the court, keep an eye out for her, even though I'm not calling her second round match a popcorn match. Osaka, Siniakova. That match is going to be very interesting. I do believe that Naomi Osaka is going to win it, but I also did not expect Siniakova to beat Zhang. Now, this matchup between Zhang and Siniakova has been a little bit of a battle, a back and forth. She's beaten Zhang before at Wimbledon, but I did not expect her to take this particular round 1 win. But she did. She did it in 3 sets. And because of that, I have her as a wild card against Osaka, who has been struggling with her confidence. This is a match that could turn out to be very, very good as well. So I highly suggest that you take a look at that one. Andreeva, Bronzetti. I really like the way that Bronzetti plays, even though she's not one of the more popular players. Andreeva, I didn't get a chance to see her first round match because it wasn't televised. And I haven't actually taken the time to go onto ESPN Plus to catch the ones that I'm missing. There's just too many right now. So right now I'm taking what I can get on regular ESPN, and then I'm just watching the scores and updates from the other ones so that I can report them to you. But I do think that Andreeva Bronzetti is going to be an interesting battle, and one that, if it is televised, I will be taking a look at. Hailey Baptiste and Mboko. Mboko is the young up-and-comer from Canada. Hailey Baptiste, on the other hand, although she is still young, she's been around and on tour for quite some time, but we're just seeing her this year begin to make some noise on tour, win a lot of matches, rise in the rankings. I think that this battle will be a great battle. Mboko is a hard hitter, where Hailey Baptiste has a great hard serve, but she moves around the court extremely well, and she hits a lot of slices. So I think that this match is going to go the way of Baptiste because of the way that she plays for grass. But I think that it's going to be pretty epic, and definitely one that I hope they televise. And if they don't, I may have to go check it out on ESPN Plus so that I can see how this shakes up. Now let's move over to the men's side. I told you guys that Taylor Fritz Pechi Pericard match was going to be a popcorn match. And my, it was a 2-day, 5-set match with only 1 break of serve in the entire match. And that was in the 5th set for Taylor to take it all. I also mentioned, as we were discussing, that he was most likely going to have to play the Canadian Diallo in the second round, who's another 6'8" hard hitter, fast mover around the court. And that's exactly what happened. These two are going to meet in the second round. And I do believe that this is going to be a popcorn match of epic proportions, just like the first one was. I highly suggest you watch it. Fonseca, Brooksby. Brooksby played Griekspoor in the first round. That was one I said put a pin in. I said that I thought Griekspoor was going to win, but it was up in the air on who might take it. And it was Brooksby that took it. And now him and Fonseca are going to meet. So two high energy, exciting young players are here to battle together. And I do believe this is going to be another exciting one. Grab your popcorn and watch this match. Frances Tiafoe, Cam Norrie. Now, Cam Norrie is the Brit, so he's going to have the crowd behind him, but everybody loves Tiafoe. This is going to be an exciting match. I think that it's going to go 4, maybe 5 sets. I'm not sure who's going to take it. I think that Frances is the stronger player of the two. However, when you have the home crowd behind you, it can go any way. And we are seeing Norrie have a bit of a resurgence this year. So keep an eye out on this match. I'll definitely be watching it, and I suggest you do too. Gael Monfils ended up taking the match between him and Herbert. I said that I did not think Monfils was going to win, but he did in 5 sets. His next opponent is Fucsovics, and I think that is going to be a hard-hitting, exciting match that may go 5 sets. I have not seen Fucsovics play in a while, but I know he's a very good player. And I highly suspect that that match is going to be one to watch. That one will be played on Thursday. Of course, most of these matches are going to be highly exciting, whether they made my popcorn list or not. And some of these matches are going to be extremely routine, and the people that you think are supposed to win are going to win with ease. I do think that things are going to begin to level out now. We may see a couple more upsets in round 2, but for the most part, things are going to start to level out. People are feeling a little bit comfortable. And I think that our next round of upsets are not going to come until rounds 3 and 4, but we'll see how things play out. I am going to think a little bit more on who my next pick for the women's side is. I still hold true to Carlos Alcaraz on the men's side. After round 2, I will give my new women's pick, not because I want to see who's left, but just because I haven't had a lot of time to process the whole Pagula loss. That was a shocker to me. I expected her to come back. I expected her to do way better than what she did. I know she's extremely disappointed, and I know that I'm not the only one that had her picked. So I just need a minute to get my footing so that I can make this backup pick. Enjoy round 2 of Wimbledon, and I will see you once round 2 wraps up. Once again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you love content like this. This is Rochelle, your courtside queen, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.